That is a really good question. It won't apply retrospectively. It will apply from the day it comes into force. But what it means is people who have asked probing questions of public authorities in the past and they think that they haven't had the full truth, you can ask the same question again after the bill comes in, after those authorities are bound by the duty of candour and the code of ethics, and see if you get a different answer to the same question. So the question can be about the past, and so there will be kind of retrospective benefits to this law when it comes into force. I'm not aware of any amendment in the Hillsborough Law that would have that effect. However, there are existing agencies to regulate social services and social workers, and there are internal processes that local authorities have. Hillsborough Law will apply to local authority inquiries. So that's one of the amendments that came in at the committee stage. It will also apply to those agencies and regulators that regulate social workers themselves and the actions of social services. So whilst I'm not aware of anything specific in terms of increasing the scope of the regulatory environment, the bill will strengthen the role of telling the truth, the role of candour within communication between social services and the people that they are in contact with. CAFCASS is a public authority for the purposes of Hillsborough Law, so CAFCASS will be included in all the measures to improve candour and transparency that Hillsborough Law introduces. The point about perjury is really interesting because people think, well, it's not lawful to tell lies to a court. And that's because there is a general public awareness of perjury as a legal concept, and that applies in criminal law. Previously, before Hillsborough Law, there hasn't been a comprehensive duty of candour that applies to inquests and inquiries, which is the objective of Hillsborough Law. There are cost assessments called impact assessments, and they are accessible on the web if you want to go and look at them. If the bill was about chasing every white lie, it would be extremely expensive. The bill is not about chasing every white lie, far from it. It's about getting to the truth quicker at inquests and inquiries. So it's about saving money rather than costing more money. This current system without Hillsborough Law is costing a huge amount of money, and it is also causing a huge cost in terms of lack of public trust and damage to people's lives. So Hillsborough Law is about being much more effective and efficient. The changes to the police service are a really important context into which Hillsborough Law, when it's passed, is going to land. And I can only assume that it creates an opportunity for the new codes of ethics and the duty of candour to which the police are going to have to adhere. That's going to come within a new organisational context. So perhaps that is favourable in terms of upending some of the established practices, since there's going to be this reorganisation of the police and much more accountability, it appears, between the police and the public, with oversight in terms of thresholds and standards through the Home Office.